Isn't it amazing how some people are just unstoppable when it comes to achieving their goal? Unstoppable. Not good, not great, but unstoppable. Now, Tim S. Grover, he wrote a book called Relentless, and he says how to go from good to great to unstoppable. And that is exactly what we want to know. How do you become unstoppable? Are you unstoppable when it comes to your goals? Are you unstoppable? Do you go for your goals and let nothing stop you? When was the last time you achieved a very difficult goal, an impossible goal? When was the last time you achieved a daring and audacious goal? Have you achieved a daring and audacious goal? Have you achieved a goal that was impossible? Other people might have looked at you and thought, you are crazy, you can't achieve that goal, he's not gonna make it, you're not gonna make it. But did you let anything stop you? Or were you unstoppable? Or what? Relentless. By who? Tim S. Grover. And it is a matter of how do you become good? No. How do you become great? No. How do you become unstoppable? Because the people who go for the biggest goals in the world, the most daring and audacious goals, the goals that we sometimes, we don't want to really look at. The goals we kind of say, maybe next time, but not this time, maybe next year, but for now I'm going to go for this goal. It's still a goal, right? It's still a goal. So yes, it's still a goal and it's great. It's good. Go for the goal. But let me hear, what did I say? It's good. It's good. It's great. But it is not unstoppable. It is not relentless. Now, in our lives, we only have so much time, right? And then eventually we get to, then it's going to be over, right? And the question is, how much are we trying to put into that time? What goal would you like to achieve in the next 90 days? What after 90 days would you like to be able to say, I did it, I've done it, nothing stopped me? What goal would you like to not stop you? In other words, be relentless. Like Tim S. Grover says, be relentless. So Tim S. Grover is one of the coaches that helped Michael Jordan become Michael Jordan. Now, of course, Michael Jordan himself is the guy that put in the work. He's the guy that showed up. He is the guy that had the drive, right? But he had a lot of help also from Tim S. Grover, a lot of help, right? And not only that, Tim S. Grover also went on to help Kobe Bryant and many other people. Tim S. Grover is considered one of the best leaders in terms of how to develop the mind, how to go for your goals and achieve it. In other words, how to be relentless. There's one thing in the book, Relentless, that Tim S. Grover talks about. He calls it your dark side. But it's not something like bad or anything like that. It is just your drive. It's really connecting to your drive to win. Because sometimes we want to win, but we think, but no, I can't win because what if? And then it's like we are saying to ourselves, you shouldn't win. The dark side simply means it is okay to want to win. And it is okay to want to win very badly. It is okay to shut down your emotions and shut down your thinking and just make a decision that I'm going to go for this goal and I'm going to achieve it. If you really want to be amazing and outstanding in what you want to achieve, then you need to connect with your dark side, which is probably the worst name possibly to think of it, but it is just a matter of saying you need to connect with the side of you that wants to win. It is that side that will say there's no such thing as impossible. So the person that has a dark side, right, and like we all have a dark side, which just means we all actually want to win, right? We want to win. All of us, we want to win. When there's a competition, we want to win. We all play a game, but while we are playing the game, we want to win. When we lose, we don't really want to lose, but okay, we take somebody else's hand and tell them good game. But inside, how are we feeling? Now that feeling inside is your dark side that says like, I should have won. I wanted to win. So instead of getting yourself to the point of losing, therefore before the time you need to tap into that dark side and already say, I do not want to lose. I am not going to lose. And instead of thinking of it as I'm not going to lose or I don't want to lose, instead of thinking something bad against maybe the opposite team, meaning I want to win them. So the real dark side is about winning against your own weaknesses, your own excuses, your own things where you are deciding, oh, but I want to sleep longer. I'm not going to do that now, I'm going to do it later. And for example, you procrastinate and you don't do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do, and you do everything else except, really getting down to the business of practicing and doing everything that will help you to get that goal that you want, right? If you really wanted to achieve the goal, if you really wanted to be unstoppable, then you must connect with your so-called dark side. It means your primal instinct, your basic instinct of wanting to win, that will allow you to actually access all of your power, all of your energy, all of your thinking, so that you become just an instinctual person. So the point is, you need to become an instinctual player, meaning you've got to become so good, and you need to be so focused, and you need to be so driven and so obsessed and so relentless with the idea of winning, meaning that you really do not want to lose a game, not a single game. You really want to win. When you really want to win that badly, then you will become unstoppable. Then you won't just be good. Then you won't just be great. Then you will be awesome. You will be amazing. You will be unstoppable. You will be invincible, right? And that is the level where you really want to aim for. Now here is the thing. Everyone has the ability to become unstoppable. Everyone has the ability to become invincible. The question is, are you willing to work for it? Are you willing to work for it? Are you willing to go into your soul and really admit to yourself that I want to win, I want to succeed, I want to be able to do that, I want to achieve that level of excellence, I want to achieve this level of excellence. If you can tell yourself seriously what it is you really want to achieve, then there's nothing that can stop you. But what is the problem? The problem is that people do not want to think that they can achieve something like that. So they are going to say, maybe somebody else can do it, this one can do it, but I can't do it. Why? Because they don't believe they can do it. What goals do we really want to achieve? What goals do we really want to achieve? If we have to be honest with ourselves, then we want to achieve really daring and audacious goals. Goals that's going to really excite us, actually, going to make life interesting, right? We want to achieve big goals. But to some degree, we don't want to admit to ourselves that we want to achieve those goals. So we rather play safe, don't we? We play safe. We say, no, I don't want to achieve that goal. But it's not true. Is there anybody that goes into a competition and who don't want to win? If you go to an interview, do you go there to win? Whatever it is you are going to do in business, and there's a kind of a competition element to it, a competitive element to it, do you want to win, yes or no? That desire that is there about I want to win, that desire that's there, right? It depends on how much of it you allow to shine through, that will allow you to then go and achieve the goal and be the best, right? So the question is, how much of that are you willing to look at and say to yourself, I really want to win. Like, really want to win. I really want to win. I mean, when you admit to yourself how much you want to win, and then you go and put in the action and effort, that is now the thing called the dark side here. But it's not the dark side. It is just a question of, to really go for that goal. But what we do sometimes is, we kind of say, no, it's not right. You shouldn't want to be so obsessive about something. You shouldn't want to win it that much. But the thing is, that is what excellence is going to take. That is what it's going to take to be number one. That's what it's going to take to be the best. If you want to be the best, you first have to admit to yourself that you want to be the best. And when I say admit to yourself, then it means You must be willing to admit to yourself that I want to win, I want to be number one, I want to be number one, right? Admit it to yourself. You want to be number one. Who doesn't want to be number one, right? But the thing is, we're already saying to ourselves, but somebody else is going to be better than me, someone else is going to be number one, I'm probably going to be number 3 or number 4 or whatever, number 5. I can't be number one, but you want to be number one. Now, when you can tap into the reality of the fact that you want to be number one, you know, just admit to yourself that you want to be number one, and then just take that intensity. Just take that intensity and that power, and then you go for it and admit to yourself that that is what you want, and do not let anything stop you. Don't let anything get in your way. You are just having. Now, when I say don't let anything get in your way, I'm not talking about being unethical. I'm not talking about doing anything like wrong or anything like that. I'm just saying don't let anything stop you in terms of your own mind, in terms of what anybody else's opinion is going to be, or what anybody else is going to tell you. No, it's impossible. You cannot do that. You cannot do this. You cannot. No, you just decide that this is what I want. I'm going to go for it. When you really show up and people can see that you really believe and you really want it and you really want it, then they will make way for you. The world will make way for you when you really want what you want.